Hi, my name is Jerry and I collect 1970s toys. This time I'm having a look at Dinky Toys, the military line. And the purpose of this video is there's three purposes to this. The first one is to open a new addition to my collection. The second one is to show you my collection so far, and to me it's pretty much complete since I only really collect the World War II dinky military vehicles and guns. There's a few things missing, but I got the ones that I really have been, wanting for a long time. And the third is to call this little vehicle by its right name later on in the video, as I kind of blew that in my last video where I did like a big battle scene, and I got some comments about it, and I take full responsibility for my own stupidity 100%. But let's start from number one, and I'm gonna open this box. Let's see. Okay, so it was packaged with the plastic bubble top on it, but it looks to be very nicely packaged with a lot of bubble wrap on it. So let's see what's in here. Oh, you can't tell, you put papers in there, but you can tell from here. It's actually the 6.62 88mm gun with crew. So this is very exciting. Let's see if I can actually get the thing out of here. I have a really hard time with these plastic tabs underneath on these dinkies. Be careful. There we go. Get the paper off of there. There you go. This is so cool. This one is so hard to find. And it's in perfect condition. And let's see the bubble top. It looks really good as well. Nice and shiny, or see-through I should say. Sometimes, as if you collect these, you know that they end up sometimes fading like this into yellow if they haven't been properly stored. So I actually already have this one, the 88 with the wheels to tow it, and this was the first. This is the 656 it's called. And this one was produced later, and I read somewhere that they produced this one maybe with the figures to kind of make them match other manufacturers with toy soldiers in about 1/32 scale. All right, cool. So that is that one unpacked. I'm going to show you everything in my collection at the end, as I always do. I'll try to do like a spinning around thing with some nice music with it, so you can really check them up close. But let me show you what's in my collection so far then. So in no particular order, the 656 88 with the wheels to tow. This one is in good condition, and it has the ammunition for it as well. This is my favorite out of all the ones that Dinky made back then. And then of course the 6.62 with crew. This is really so cool. Imagine seeing this in the shop like this on the shelf, looking so luxurious, I want to call it, with the top on it like this on display. Such a neat piece. Another one that's really a big favorite is 694 Tank Destroyer. I thought this was like an 88mm gun, but I read up on it. I think it's like a 75mm or something that the Germans use for this vehicle. But this is, this is some piece of kit for a 11, 12-year-old kid to get. So yeah, and this one also has some of the shells that they're still not on the sprue though. And this top also has yellowed a little bit over time. But this is a really nice vehicle. This is pretty neat. The howitzer, 105mm howitzer with the Jeep. It's kind of neat to have those two in a set, and so that you can tow it. I think that's pretty cool. This one also, of course, with the firing mechanism. And I like the attention to detail. They actually put a driver in there. I think that's also kind of respectful to kids. Just putting that little addition in there. But it's just a great little vehicle. And with all of these, I always like toy vehicles that roll really nicely, and this one really does. And it's so solid, and the gun as well. It's just, the feeling of it is just so solid. But he also did the howitzer. This one is called 609. They did the howitzer with the crew as well, which is really neat. And they're pretty decent figures. You could see those in the video I did setting up that battle scene. Nice piece, I think. Kind of cool. is also, imagine getting this for present and setting this up. It's just the best. And I have 2 of those. I don't know why, sometimes my collection get out of hand, and this one, the top is really kind of worn. But yeah, this is really nice. 622 Bren gun, really neat. I'm not sure if I ever put this up in any battle scene or on a table somewhere. But the same with this one. Really nice. They put some crew in there. These are not painted though, like the Jeep. You have the driver's face and hands painted. The same with the crews for the guns. But for this one, I don't know if they all are like this, or if this is a mistake. But I do believe this is correct. And this one also has a tow hook. And I think this one came in a set with the British anti-tank pound. I think it's a 6-pounder. That's the one I'm missing that I really want to get. But this is nice. Of course, the rolling with the tracks is nice and slow. And now, the last World War II vehicle on the list is this one with the pack. Is this a pack? Someone knows this better than me. Is this a pack 38 or pack 40 or something? I can't seem to find the right info. But this little vehicle here then, the Kübelwagen, used to be in a video of mine called the Schwimmwagen, which is of course is wrong. And quite a few people pointed that out in the comments. So it's not a Schwimmwagen, it's a Kübelwagen. Interesting fact though, Kübel is actually a Swiss word for small pastry. And you know, the Germans used to make large vehicles like the Tiger and the Panther and those things. So when they made this little small vehicle for just a 4-man crew, they wanted to call it something appropriate, so they choose Kübel, the Swiss word for small pastry. So this is actually the small pastry wagon. So this is a true fact. And now that I get everything straight, I hope I don't get more comments about this vehicle. But this is really neat. It's also a very good rolling vehicle. And together with the pack anti-tank gun, I think it looks really, really cool. And I have 2 of those, and they're both in pretty good condition. This one still has the cross on it, and this one is missing. And then just the last of my collection, 683 Chieftain. So this is a Cold War era. And I don't know why I have this one. I can't even remember when I bought it. It's so stupid. But yeah, it's pretty nice as well. Very, very nice solid toy compared to some of the companies that made plastic vehicles and tanks. So this one looks pretty good, and it also has the firing feature, which is really cool. So this is just kind of a little off thing on my collection. I don't really collect the later tanks and armor. So that's really it for this video. I just wanted to show you a little bit of my Dinky collection, give you a little bit of update on how that is going and moving forward. And just stick around for the close-ups if you want, and I'll catch you in another video. Cheers.